For years, I genuinely thought I had insomnia. I would lie in bed, tired but wide awake, wondering if sleep had broken up with me and just didn't tell me. I didn't have any routine. I would stroll, snack, think about my life choices, sometimes even cry. Basically, chaos. But 3 weeks ago, I decided to try something different. I created a simple night routine. Nothing fancy, just things that made sense to me. And somehow it's been working. I sleep earlier, deeper, and I wake up feeling relaxed, energetic, and motivated. So today, I am sharing what I do before bed. If sleep is also doing you anyhow, this might help. Hi there, I am Atufe Lydia. My friends call me HLS. If you are new here, I make lifestyle vlogs around real life, real struggles in Lagos, Nigeria. So if you enjoy relatable content, then hit that subscribe button and let's get into it.
First thing I like to do is to lay my bed. I like that when it is time to go to bed, there is a well-laid bed with a clean sheet waiting. I also like to keep a book and a journal on my bed. You will find out why pretty soon. So I usually eat dinner before 8 p.m. because I am doing intermittent fasting, nothing too heavy, just enough to satisfy me without feeling stuck. Sometimes I even skip dinner altogether. And I like to go for a walk before taking dinner. So I always make sure that my dinner is ready like an hour before 8 p.m. so I can go for a walk. Hey Siri. Set timer for 25 minutes.
25 minutes, starting now.
The pace with which I do these walks varies. Sometimes I do the bliss walk, the I must lose weight kind of walk. At other times, I just take a stroll, slow and steady, one step at a time, like today. Sometimes I take the walk as part of my morning routine. At other times, I take it as part of my night routine. It just depends on how my day goes and when I am less busy. At other times, I do it twice a day, morning and night, because taking a walk is fast becoming the favorite part of my day. Thank you. So we are back home. I did about 40 minutes of walk. That leaves me with 5 or 10 minutes to skip, jump rope. I like to skip in my room, but this rope is kind of dirty. I cannot count what I did today as skipping. I managed to do it 100. Typically, I do way more than that. Anyways, I did a total of 4,000 steps. So when I'm having my dinner, sometimes I am on my phone. It depends on what time I have to eat. Right now, it's currently 7:42, which means that I have 7 minutes to finish this food. So I can't be on my phone because being on my phone will slow me down. And I have to eat before 8. I forgot that oral plantain can be very filling. So this is too much food. I will only eat 2 and keep the other one. I'm not trying to go. Right on time, guys. I did not drink the zobo. I don't like zobo. dishes. I like to sit with my phone till 8:30, give the food time to digest before I go take a shower. I am one of those people who believe that if you shower immediately after a meal, you are going to wash away the food. I don't know where I got that from, but yeah. Anyways, I like to sit with my phone, just basically go through social media. If I have any messages, I like to reply them. Most times I don't have messages. And to be honest, I don't do the dishes every single day. Most times it's promised that does that. That means that immediately after a meal, I am on my phone till by 8:30. Sometimes I am on my phone while I'm even eating. Okay, so yeah. Once it's 8:30, I drop my phone, I go take a shower, and I move on to other things. I don't pick up my phone again until the following day. I can take calls if calls comes in. I can reply to messages, especially if they are work related messages. Other than that, I make deliberate conscious effort not to be on my phone after 8:30. Another thing that I always try to do that has also helped me is not being on my phone by this time on my bed or in my room. I typically like to sit here in the living room at this time, or sometimes I go to my sister's room, anywhere but my room and my bed. And this has also helped me, not to over dwell on the phone, not to it just helped me to make sure that I am off the phone by that 8:30. Bam. But I think if I stay in my room, especially on my bed, I may overdo. So I just avoid the room, I avoid the bed by this time. These days, I like to take a hot shower at night, mostly because the weather is usually very cold. After the hot shower, I just do a bit of skincare and then I get into bed, ready to retire for the day. I am going to be very honest with you. I do not journal every day. I am actually very new to journaling and I am yet to get a hang of it. So I am not consistent at all. But on nights where I do journal, I tend to write about my day, what is going on with me at that time, and things I am grateful for. Stuff like that is what I typically write. Like today, I wrote that I am currently filming this night routine I also wrote about something that is going to happen this weekend. I do not want to share that with you guys yet. And then I also wrote some things that I am grateful for. And that is just about it. I typically spend 10 minutes or thereabout journaling. After I am done, I am going to go into reading. I started reading as part of this my routine, and it changed my life. Literally, it changed my life. Reading is the last thing I do at night, and I typically start around 9:30. I used to average 1 hour 30 minutes or 2 hours if I start early every single night. I shut down completely at 11 p.m. max and I go to bed. And if you know me, you know that sleeping by 11 p.m. is such a big deal. Now, let me give you guys a quick backstory. I did not struggle with falling asleep until 2020 when I got a job as a social media manager and content creator. My job basically involves me being online 247. And when I say 247, I mean resuming by 4 a.m. and closing by 11 p.m. That is an average of 19 hours online every single day, Monday to Sunday, bi-weekly. When I started initially, I used to fall asleep immediately after work. Sometimes even before closing time, I am already sleepy, I'm tired, I'm dozing off. And then when the alarm goes off in the morning, I struggle to wake up. For the first few hours of the day, I am usually very grumpy, sleepy, tired. But gradually, the reverse became the case. I struggled to sleep after work, and I am already awake way before my alarm goes off. It's me that used to wake up and wake my alarm instead of my alarm waking me up. And it just kind of like deteriorated over time. It got so bad that I thought I was battling severe insomnia, because long after I had moved department and I don't have to be online 24/7 anymore, I still couldn't sleep. I was struggling mentally, physically. I even considered going to seek medical help until I talked to my therapist being ChatGTP. And then I realized that what was doing me didn't really fall into the category of people who are battling severe insomnia. Like the symptoms, it did not near like that. So one day I decided that I was going to do away with my phone for 24 hours. Not just my phone, I was going to be completely offline for 24 hours and see if I will be able to sleep. And then that day I slept like a baby. I slept so well. I was so happy. That was when I realized that being online could be the reason why I was struggling to sleep. So that was why that inspired me to come up with a routine. Before now, I did not have any single routine, because person when they work 24/7, where you want see routine, wetin you wan use am do, you understand. So before now, I did not have any routine. I just read it anyhow. Today I do this one, tomorrow I do that one. There was no routine. But right now, I do not work in that department anymore, so I can afford to create a routine, sustain it, and keep it moving. So I started this 3 weeks ago, and trust me, every single night I have been sleeping just fine. And not just falling asleep earlier, I also sleep through the night, something that I struggle with for a long time. So also if you are where I used to be, I'm no longer there. I've left you. I've left you behind. If you are struggling to sleep, maybe you should think of changing something, no matter how small, about your routine, and see if it helps. Just know, you never know. On July 1st, I decided to build a routine, especially this night routine. And I have slept every single night. Not only am I sleeping earlier, I am sleeping through the night. That is 3 weeks of solid good sleep. the best that I have had in years. So believe me when I say this simple night routine changed my life, because it did. I didn't mention that I used to read 2 to 3 chapters every single night, depending on the book. And this particular book that I am reading is a lot. So I guess they go because I want to cover all that I need to cover tonight, and I want to go to bed on time exactly by 11 p.m. So I guess go. Anyways, let me know what your night routine looks like in the comment section if you have any. This night routine is still evolving. I just started, and I'm looking to add more things as we go. So let me know what yours look like, what is working for you. I would really love to know. Okay, so leave that comment. Okay, also if you are battling with sleep, maybe you should try to change one or two. If you do not have a night routine, I highly recommend that you build one. And if you have a night routine but you seem to still be struggling with sleep, then maybe you should tweak things around. You don't have to read or journal like I am doing. Just change one or two things and see if it works. Okay, if you find this vlog helpful, please like, share, subscribe. I have more coming, so subscribe. Okay, I'll talk to you guys in the next one.